Alright, hello again, YouTubers. This is Even Ball. Yeah, it has been a long delay, but I'm finally back here with another episode. I know it's been a while, but basically I've been taking it real easy these last couple months, not spending too much money. But gonna have a bunch of games here for you, so stay tuned. Alright, let's start off with a few items I got over the last few weeks. First up is a NES title. It's complete in box. It is RC Pro-Am. And yeah, this is pretty sun-faded, but I'm glad to have this game. I was surprised. I reviewed what I had, and I didn't have this game already, so this was $5. And, you know, even though the box isn't in great condition, it's pretty good. And for $5, you really can't go wrong. This is a fantastic old rare game. Well, from Rare Soft, not a rare game, but you know what I mean. And I have another NES title. This is also $5, just a cart. It's Jackal from Konami. And yeah, you probably know all about this game. For some reason, back in the day, I never owned this game and I never played this game. So I do know about it nowadays, so it has been on my list to get, and now I'm going to finally get a chance to play it. Looks pretty good. Okay, next up I have a Genesis power plug, a Sega Genesis power plug from Tyco. I had never seen this before. It was only $3, so I thought I may as well get it. And from what I've seen of it now, it probably isn't going to be all that great, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I don't have any instructions for this, so that's one bad thing though. Okay. Now let's go on to a few other games I got, starting with some more Xbox games that are in high definition. First one is X-Men Legends, and I heard this game is pretty good. I have the Gamecube version, but now I have the Xbox version, which looks to be the best version. I mean, it is in 720p, and it looks great. And I just need to get the sequel, and then I'll be done with these ones. And I've also got Soul Calibur 2 for the Xbox, and this also supports 720p, but only in 4x3 mode, so that's kind of a downer, but still a pretty good game. And I have one GameCube game here that I just picked up randomly for $2. It was Black and Bruised. You know, maybe not the best game in the world, but it helps fill out my GameCube collection. I'm still adding to it. So I just needed this one. It was nice and cheap. Okay, so on Saturday the 23rd, there was a Portland Retro Gaming Expo swap meet down in Portland. I live in the Seattle area, so I thought I may as well drive down to Portland. It's about 3 hours, and see if I could pick up something. And the first two I got were in a trade. So the first one I have is Lost Kingdoms 2 for the GameCube. And this game is really good. I haven't played it yet. I've heard that these Lost Kingdoms games are great, and so I'll be willing to give this one a shot. I love these RPGs. And the next game I got is Resident Evil 2 for the GameCube. And this finally completes my Resident Evil series for the GameCube. I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Code Veronica. So I got all of them. And this is one of my favorite Resident Evil games. I played through this a couple of times, and I'm going to give it another shot now that I've got it on the GameCube. It's going to be great. Okay, and I got two more games here. These ones are for the Genesis, and I got these at the same booth. And the first one is Thunder Force 2, and this is a launch title for the Genesis. I've never owned any of these Thunder Force games, but I've heard a lot of good things about them, so I'm glad to finally get this one. This one has some overhead flying sections, but they don't look all that bad to me, so I'm willing to give them a shot. And but it still looks like a fun game, even though it's a much earlier game for the Genesis. And the next game I got for the Genesis, Rolling Thunder 3. And I got this at a pretty good price. They had this marked at $28. And I usually see, this game can go from anywhere from $70 to $80 to $40 or sometimes $30. So I'm glad to get this game. It's not complete. It is missing the instructions. But otherwise, it's in pretty good condition. And finally glad to get Rolling Thunder 3. I need the other two, actually, to complete this series. So this is the first one I've gotten. But I love these Rolling Thunder games. They're a lot of fun, and glad to finally get it. Okay, and that's it for this one. I will be back in probably a couple of weeks with what I've picked up in February and most of March, as I have cut down on my game purchasing these last few months to save up some money. But together these last couple of months, I have quite a few games, even though I've cut down. So I'll see you soon.